Greetings, fellow kin of the mountain. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, episode 13, Farm Terrace. So the better defensive structures gives us metal traps to be able to trap enemies coming in more reliably, or for more damage. The infirmary beds allows you to make an infirmary bed, which is the same cost as a regular bed, but if it's in its room of its own with medicine shelves, it acts as an infirmary, which helps with tending and all that. But the thing with medicine shelves is that's unlocked way later. That's unlocked in chemistry, and we don't have theses or textbooks for that, nor do we even have the production for theses and textbooks yet. Oh, you're just tempting me now. I was like, let's not hunt the boar. There's like straight up a boar just like wandering around right outside. Fine. Well, in that case... Trala. Stand right here where it can't retaliate and shoot it. That's right. What are you gonna do? Climb? You don't know how to do that. That's what I thought. Work smart, not hard. If decorations were to win, I would get what I need for the Great Hall, because having a Great Hall is a big mood boon for everyone. And we have some people that are kind of fussy every now and then, and a Great Hall would fix that lickety-split. Although the Great Hall project itself would require a little effort. But having the research for that makes it easier to get done. Nice. Most of the farm fields are full. And we're nearing the end of the winter. Yeah, it's for banners, exactly. Yeah, we need banners in order to have great halls designated. So a great hall, what is that, green? Must have a large table or medium table, 6 chairs or stools, at least 8 wall banners, decorative shield racks, decorative trophy racks, or decorative weapon racks. So I actually don't need the banners, I could do without it, and then at least 4 wall torches. So it's not necessary, because we could also do decorative shield racks, which I believe I already have access to. Oh no, I just have the weapon racks, I think. So yeah, oh no, I have decorative shield racks. So yeah, I could get a Great Hall as it is now and just have decorative shield racks. So it's not necessary, but the banners do look nicer, and of course we have a custom tabber or whatever signage, so you don't have to vote on it for a Great Hall. Is how I should answer. Just might look nicer. Defensive structures it is. So for defensive structures 2, we need 8 more books. Also seems to me like we have a lot of the dirt we need to fill. I'm going to cancel this digging because this digging was just to get extra dirt. There is 32 dirt here for enough for 5 more tiles. And I only need to fill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 tiles, or I don't know, something like that. And we have some dirt. No, that's not dirt. Yeah, we have some dirt over here already. We're very close. I think we're very close on the farm project. So, what to build next? Workshop, bedrooms, church, moat wall, defenses, or other. We are basically out of vegetables now. We're down to just 400 meat, but 400 meat is a lot of meat, so I'm not worried about running out. But it would be great to get the farm fully going as soon as the weather starts warming up. I could probably sow right now, but given the external temperatures, it's not like it's going to grow any, so there's no rush. Shoot. I just opened up a hole in our bedroom. Plug it! Sorry, Rager, to wake you up. He's like, dang it. I didn't dig this hole. And you're right, you didn't. There we go. There will be 2 more holes in the ceiling as we excavate. The reason why I'm waiting to set the fields is I want all the dirt in place first, so there's not like holes in the field. Obviously, it doesn't really matter all that much if it's not growing. I just don't want to have to designate them twice. Save myself the effort. All right. 90 dirt left? Yeah, we're gonna have enough. What is Rager doing? Oh, he's running around collecting dirt. This is by no means the most efficient way to build a farm. It's just a pretty way. Just wanted to make sure you knew all of the effort I went to is entirely for aesthetic purposes. And it's a bit of a deranged project. But I'm gonna make it worth it. So we'll have this lovely terraced farm at the end of it. All right, bedrooms and workshop tied. Tiebreaker. And we're almost done digging this out. Just a few tiles left to dig and fill. Another cold snap. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think we're going to be sowing anytime soon. Thanks. I'm so used to saying Randy that I want to say Randy, but thanks, going medieval storyteller person who caused this calamity. Randy just, like, followed me into this game. Yeah, I believe it. We can still blame Randy. Alright, so the shared chamber is now a shared chamber, and I don't think I'm gonna have to, like, ruin the roof anytime soon. And all of the... soil holes? That sounds so dirty. All of the holes for soil are now dug. So, I'll get a little bit of extra rocky soil from over here. Just to definitely have enough to fill the farming that we've yet to do. So that should be enough soil. And then we'll start putting down, once the holes have been filled, we'll start putting down crops to be sown. Which is good, because it's day 9 of winter. So it's... You know, day 12 is the last day of winter, so we're 3 days away from a new season where we'll be able to sow crops, hopefully. Provided this cold snap, like, snaps out of it. Well, it was a lot of effort. What do you guys think? Was this little farming terrace worth it? Was it worth all the excavation and soil fill? I hope so, man. Took the whole winter. But it's lovely crops that are completely unpathable to wild critters, as there's no valid path to get here, and it's built into our lovely mountain. So... I don't know, I'm proud. It looks unique. Makes me feel like I should plant rice or something. Looks like a rice paddy. Alright, defensive structures unlocked. Nice. So we have the better traps. So the way to use the traps, if you're wondering, is to have like 2 paths into your base. One that you have open, where you lure your enemies to, and then the other is just like a trap maze. That would be meta. It's ugly, and I want to avoid it if possible. But that way, if there's a lot of enemy archers are really hard to kill because they'll fire on you, obviously, as you fire on them, and you're going to suffer some losses. So the way to deal with like a bunch of enemy archers is to lure them into a path of traps and just get the traps to snap and to kill them. And because we live in the mountains, where there's not a finite amount of iron, it seems, it's very affordable to just build an obscene amount of traps to be able to defend ourselves that way, if we need. So, it's always nice to have the, like, trap corridors if the difficulty requires it. Because sometimes you get attacked and it's just like, oops, all archers, and you're just like, oh, shoot. Someone's gonna catch an arrow, someone's gonna die. Because wearing armor lowers your accuracy, like depending on the armor, but a lot of the toughest armor lowers your accuracy. So either you can be armored or you can shoot accurately, but you can't do both. So it helps to have those sort of traps to deal with when you can't deal with it. All right, workshop won by a few votes, so that's our next project. I'm thinking workshop might make the most sense close to the storage area. because they kind of do. They work in conjunction with one another, like our leather and linens are stored there. So what I'll probably do is to mine an area back there where the workshops will go. The current priority is sow the farm fields after the cold snap and build a workshop. The other thing that's going to come with the workshop is probably the necessity of having some sort of like chimneyed room, where the chimney goes like all the way up here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But a chimneyed room for the smelter, the smelting furnace, because smelting furnaces work best when they're outside, whereas most of the workshop stuff needs to be indoors. So the two diametrically opposed requirements means that if we want them adjacent to one another, we'll need some sort of chimney. But I'm not going to lay that out just yet, because I need to figure out where the workshop's even going to be. So I think for the workshop, we'll set up the block arches sort of in the same spots, you know, lined. And then we can have wooden doors here. They're just kept open because it's not a temperature sensitive area. And there's a single hole left in the soil. That's it. Research. So you guys said, what did I just unlock? Defensive structures. So, infirmary bed, decorations, steel, beekeeping, armory, or armorer, ice making, or silvering. I will say, ice making at this, heading out of the winter, like there might be a little bit of time to make some ice if I stick Liara on the research bench like full time, but it would be a weird season to start that in the spring because we're about to lose. It has to be below freezing to make ice, obviously. So we're heading out of the season that would make sense. Alright, Razor is filling the last hole with soil. Bada boom. So first field is going to be of cabbage. Oops, meant to expand that. And this is going to be for ripe cabbage. And then we'll do a flowering field of cabbage so that we get more cabbage seeds. We make sure that we have a nice stockpile of cabbage seeds that we don't run out. And then barley, maybe? Seems like I'm out of barley, so it might be one of those situations where I have to get wild barley to be able to sow that. We do have some carrots and beets. So carrots that are ripe, and then also carrots that are flowering. Or going to seed, rather. And then beets, same deal. Beets that are ripe, and then beets that are going to seed. And I realize I don't have enough seeds for all of it. You know, the other thing that I could do is, let me do this a little bit more carefully. Where I put all the going to seed crops, because they take the longest to grow. What I'll do is I will designate a small going to seed farm back here of like 5 each for each type. And then any other leftover seeds will then get sown. Will then get sown into actual proper fields. That way, I can't run out of seeds. But I'm going to say don't sow yet, because we're in the middle of a cold snap, so it doesn't make sense to sow. So flax doesn't have seeds, so let's not worry about that. So what do I have? Carrots. So cabbage. Going to seed, but don't sow it yet. Is there anything else? Herbs, I think, have seed requirements. But no, they don't have that kind of seeds. Not going to seeds. Red currants. So I think those are the only ones that I need to sow for seeds. Cabbage, carrots, and beets. Yeah. So that's my, like, seed insurance, I guess. And that's going to be sown first. So if I do priority very high for these, they get sown first, and then I can start laying out the rest of the farm fields, setting them to not sow, and then when it comes time, when I think the temperature will allow for sowing the fields, then we can stick it all in and get going on that. So here's a large cabbage field. Don't sow. A smaller carrot field. Not to sow. Smaller beet field. Not to sow. Flax field. And barley. I don't think actually anyone can do herbs yet. Could be wrong, but herbs require... well, alright, let's set up herbs. Herbs require botany skill of 25. I don't think anyone has that yet. Oh, no! Trala just hit 25. So hypothetically, we could do herbs too. Don't have space for it in the current plan. Let's shrink flax and put some herbs back there. Okay. Are catapults in the game still? Trebuchets are, yeah. They've been toned down a lot since probably the last you played, if you're asking that question. And next research, we will do steel. It was a tie, but I'm gonna be the tie. Well, does beekeeping... Both of them require the next tier of books, and I don't have the work surface for that at the moment. So I'll have to get that done too. Ooh, our smelter's going. Nice. Do until we have 50 chronicles. And then we need a research 2 table. Oh, cold snap, go away. Oh, we have some steel. I like how we're keeping it outside. Probably not the best place for it, but eh. Oh, this got done already. So do until we have, let's just say 20? How much do we even need for steel? 15? So 20 should work. The other thing that we could do is have Scumdog start to join in research when there's no mining tasks to be done. Which, unfortunately, right now there is mining tasks to be done. But if there isn't, we can have 2 research benches going at once. So what's been in here? Mostly limestone? Frickin' finally. So tired. It sounds so weird, but I'm so tired of hitting iron and silver. Because we have so much of it. Our regional influence is going to be ridiculous. We're going to get slaughtered by raids because of how wealthy we are. I need like Oprah. I need to just give away silver. Everybody gets silver. Raiders. It's funny that they actually games like this and also games like RimWorld don't have you be able to just like pay off raiders. I feel like if you were a raider, and historically this is somewhat true. I mean, a lot of Vikings would like demand payment instead of like raid. I mean, if you don't need to die in combat, you get the same amount of money. Like, you know, sounds good, right? I'm surprised there isn't that sort of mechanic of like, well, you know, there's bandits. Do you want to pay them off? Yes? No? Because like, I would. I'd pay them off. Forget getting slaughtered. Doesn't sound fun. It was called Danegeld? Thanks. Didn't know that. Paying the Danes. So if we're aiming for steel, we only really need 30. So let's work until 30 then. Let's do exactly what we need to research steel. So 30 and 15. What's it take to smelt the silver? Oh, just literally smelting it. Having Rager higher prioritize blacksmithing. That's it. That's all it would require. It's not hard to do. The cold snap's over, so it is time to start sowing. Not all the fields I have enough seeds for. It's fine. Don't care. At least we start. Jobs. Grow and harvest. High priority. So I was saying what the barley I don't have enough seeds for. So maybe I could find some wild barley to supplement the barley that I have. Probably not wild barley that would be harvestable at this season though. So maybe that's not possible. And here we go. Trala and Liara. Getting our seed crops first, and then going to continue to do the rest of the crops. Would I consider going up one more floor for dedicated furnace room? No. Going up a floor was so annoying that no. Just no. Digging down is easy. Digging up is like impossibly difficult in this game. So I will eventually build a furnace room, but like, actually, let's go all the way out to map edge here. And that will be the dimensions of our craft room. At this size, I shouldn't need more space once that is excavated. But yeah, we're starting to smelt the silver now. I raised it as a higher priority than the iron. I know my head's in the way, but it's a higher priority now, so we'll start to get some silver ingots. I probably ought to start storing the ingots. I'm going to store them here. Rather than like outside of the base. Because ingots are we put effort in ingots, whereas like the raw iron and raw silver is less effort. So we'll make sure that the ingots go to a good home. And the cabbage is going in. We're starting to get silver ingots. There they are. which, given the processing time, like, is worth more to trader. So it's too cold for this stuff to grow, but at least it's in the soil, and as long as I don't get, like, slaughtered by a third cold snap, which, oh god, if that happens, rip. But as long as we don't get hit by another cold snap, should be fine. I don't believe I have red currants planted in this, though. That's something if I had more space, maybe I'd do. There's always the other side, right? There's always the other side. I laugh because it was so much effort to get this set up. But I think it looks awesome. It'd be even more awesome if there was water, but since there's just so little water in this mountain, I don't think it's reasonable to try to move the water. I would have loved, and maybe at some point we'll do a little bit of moating, but, like, it's a lot of effort. What's the water do? Water will have fish, and then also water will... You can use water mechanics to set up, like, moats and waterfalls and things like that. It's the long and short of it. It was a long requested feature. I would say it's rudimentary in its current state, but still pretty fun, pretty aesthetic to have moats and rivers, and man-made rivers and the like. You know, I even have a bridge built in already. Oh, speaking of barley, we do have barley over here. It's from it didn't die in the winter. So that will help to get that field filled up. You kind of want to see the pits filled on the left? These pits? Oh, filled with water? Yeah, I could do that. That's not that hard of a dig. Ooh, rough wine has fermented in stockpile and turned to aged fine wine. Nice. I think I did that accidentally. I did do that accidentally. It you know, fermented again because this room is warmish. Works for me. So this room is most of the way excavated, ready for some workshopy stuff, which I'm excited for. Do I really straight up have no barley? Well, if I have no barley, can I grow red currants in there instead? I think what I'll do, as a stopgap measure, is just have a barley field like out of the walls, and move this barley field over where it's more convenient. In fact, it looks like it's being eaten. I'm guessing animals are munching on it for nutrients. Which would not be surprising. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted excavated. So now we can do the lovely supports and then get rid of all the temporary columns so that the room does not collapse on our heads. That's the dimensions of the room, and once we have flooring in there, I'll start moving all the workbenches in there. How important is room temperature in the game? It is important for certain things. So keeping your food fresh, it's important to have cold rooms. And then fermenting is important because things ferment at a specific temperature. So things want to ferment best around 43 Fahrenheit or so. And this room happens to be exactly 43 Fahrenheit. So temperature is important for mostly food. And also comfort. If it's too cold, your people will become hypothermic. Or if it's too hot, the inverse. Heat stroke. So it's important, but it's not like for most of the area, it's not a big determining factor. So not every room needs to be heated or cooled, just the ones that have food or fermentation happening, for the most part. So tallow probably needs to be moved into our freezer. Speaking of which, and then yeah, so let's bring tallow down here. So that would be materials, manufactured tallow, and I'm assuming beeswax as well. How large a room before the mountain collapses? I forget how big archers can be. But whatever the maximum, count that length, whatever this length is. That there is, I think, maximum arch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if you have a pillar in the middle of those arches, you could go 20. If you have 2 pillars, you could go 30, right? But the idea is that you have stability. So stability is how many tiles out unsupported that you are. So this, for instance, is 2 tiles away from support, so it has a stability of 2. You can go down to 1. At 0, it collapses. So you just have to make sure that your stability goes up. So with these arches here, we have stability, 4, 3, 2 in the middle. So archers every 3 spots offers enough stability that things don't go kaput. But you really do not want to collapse the mountain on your base. That sucks. I've had it happen before, and trying to fill the soil back in or whatever, fill the mountain back in is horrible. You might as well just save scum. Because it's just so labor intensive to fix after the fact. So as long as you're spacing out your arches often enough, you're not going to run into that issue. Is things growing yet? It's probably still too cold. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 23rd and December 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this episode was cut from a live stream marathon, and all the content has already been recorded, so changes cannot be made. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and a link to that can be found in the description of this video, and also a link to Discord if you would like to join my online gaming community. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and everyone that turned out to the live stream, and also viewers like you that made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow restitutionists and oak brethren.